Now it's time to invite our guest from Center, uh, Ministry of Urban Development, Additional Secretary, Government of India, Shri Durga Shankar Mishra, to kindly address the audience. A round of applause for Mr. Mishra, please.
Respected Honorable Chief Minister, Sir, dignitaries on dais, delegates for the one-day's conference, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me first thank Elets and Government of Maharashtra for organizing this one-day workshop on eINDIA with especially focus on IT for Smarter India. I was told that in this inaugural session, I must not speak for more than 5 minutes, and there is a session on smart city immediately after this. So maybe, I know you all have many queries on smart city, which is the buzz of the day. I will try to answer those queries. I will try to satisfy you and see that there are many myths also. They may be cracked during the next session. So for this inaugural session, I would like to flag some of the important issues related to smart city. One, most of us think that smart city means IT. Smart city means smart solutions. Well, a smart city is a citizen-centric program. It's a mission for the citizens and not for IT. Let it be very clear. It has to improve the living standards of the citizen. Wherever there is a smart city, it has to improve the citizens' living standard to provide them a decent living standard. That is the purpose of the smart city. In fact, let me first congratulate my friend Sanjay and Sir, Chief Minister, Sir, your vision. In fact, you are going to be the first one to launch this smart city, and we are going to learn from you. The smart city is something which is not defined anywhere. There is no definition. And even Government of India Smart City Mission Program, which was launched in 25th June by our Honorable Prime Minister, whose vision is to create 100 smart cities as a lighthouse, and that is going to replicate, the way urban India is progressing. Population of urban India is 32% in 2011, projected to be 40% by 2031, projected to be over 50% by 2051. Going above 85 crores. So we are going to be mostly urban after 2051. That's the projection. So our Honorable Prime Minister's vision is, when this is going to come up, let it not develop our urban India in a sprawls. We should develop in such a way, take this opportunity, that because ultimately they are the engines of growth. Currently, some 63% of the GDP comes from the urban India. This will reach to 80%, 85%. So let's give a decent living to our citizens. So that's why this this smart city is the citizen-centric program. And sir, congratulations to you for launching this on 4th. We are going to learn from you, sir, and all others are going to learn. 2, a smart city is not same for every city. Like 100 cities in Maharashtra, we have got 10 cities. 10 cities have different characters. Because like human beings, we are not same. All human beings have different strengths and weaknesses and various characters. So are the cities. New Mumbai will be different than Greater Mumbai. Nasik is going to be entirely different than Aurangabad. Every city has its own character. So it is the citizens and the civil society there, they have to, their aspirations, they have to see where they want to take the city after 5 years, after 10 years, after 15 years. What kind of smartness they would like to bring to their city, so that they provide the best of the physical infrastructure. They provide social infrastructure, school, education, health, everything. They provide best institutional infrastructure. They have good governance. They provide the best economic infrastructure. Ultimately, the cities are there because they are economic activities. The focus activities. People are coming there for business, for employment, for education, for entertainment, various purposes, which brings our rural India. People are migrating from the rural to the urban. That's why cities are growing faster than the growth of country. So They are coming for those purposes. And can we do those things smarter? Our Honorable Prime Minister, when he was inaugurating, when he was launching the program, he defined smartness as you are thinking ahead of others. Not smartness is not only putting an IT solution. You are thinking 20 years ahead, seeing what is that, what your city is going to be. So your planning, mixed planning, use of the space, urban transport, everything needs to be seen, say 20 years ahead, so that you are able to address those problems now. You are able to identify those problems now. That's why in the Smart City program, we first identify there is something which is the basic minimum which needs to be provided. And the basic minimum is minimum 24/7 water supply. You have to provide 24/7 adequate electricity supply. Every citizen must get 24/7 electricity supply. There should be proper solid waste management. It's all clean. Swachh India, Swachh Bharat. So this city has to be real Swachh. You manage your liquid waste properly. You manage your drains. I mean, very nice, sir. I mean, Sanjay, my batchmate Ajay was mentioning that, I mean, all that waste water you are taking into the sea, not only you are dirtying the sea, but you are also losing the precious resource, the water. If that is recycled, that is put back into the system, you are using lesser water. Lot of water drains off. If you are able to capture that rainwater, if that is captured and is used, so you are using those resources more efficiently. And that's why you need the technology. You need the technology so that you are able to use the resources. You need to use renewable energy. The country has so much of focus on the renewable energy now. Minimum 10% coming from the solar energy. That's also very important. The safety and security, especially those of women, children, and the elderly, that's very, very important. If the city is not very safe, it's no point. I mean, you can't provide a decent standards of living unless the people feel safe moving around in the city for any purposes at any point, any hour of the day. So that is safety and security of the people are very, very important. Non-motorized transport, use of the public spaces very properly. I mean, all these are something which is minimum which needs to be provided. Well, the cities are big. I mean, I see in Maharashtra, the 10 cities, minimum city is more than 8 lakhs plus. And the cities like Mumbai is crore plus. It's all of 1.5 crore. That's the greater Mumbai. So you cannot provide these things for the whole of the city at one go. So then we have as a strategy decide that you can go for the city improvement, like which we call retrofitting. We select, say, 500 acres or maybe slightly more, minimum 500 acres, and we do the retrofitting to provide these basic services, these minimum facilities to the citizens at that place. Or city renewal, we can do. I mean, already Bhendi Bazar here in Mumbai, they are doing it. Say, take 50 acres and renew the city, completely redevelop the city. Or city extension, we go beyond the city, because new areas are coming up. So you develop the new city, new area in that kind of a facility where there is a minimum adequate facilities for the citizens. And all these has to come from the citizens' aspirations. They have to ultimately, it cannot come for free. I mean, we have learned most of the time we have been thinking that government is going to give you, government is going to provide you. No, it's the citizens who needs to take the responsibility. Because ultimately, this is area which is retrofitting or redevelopment or green development, greenfield development, this area should become an example. It should pay back, and slowly this should percolate into the whole of the city. The whole city space should become like a smart. That's the vision. That's the vision of the Honorable Prime Minister. That's the vision of this country. Now, smart city is being talked around all over the world. People from different parts of the world, they are looking for what is that they can do for the smart cities in India. And I'm sure this vision is going. I mean, this is like different to the most program. Most program, it is entitlement. Like in our ministry, we have got Amrut program. It's Atal Mission for Urban Rejuvenation and Transformation. Under that program, every city knows the cities which have been selected, 100,000 plus cities, they know that what is their entitlement, how much they will get, and where they are going to use the money. Here there is no entitlement. You have to really compete. Is a challenge, first level of challenge within the state. Second level of challenge, now the 100 cities have been selected, 98 have been selected. They are competing with each other, I know. I mean, every city, Ajay, it must be bothering, Navi Mumbai, Sanjay, it must be bothering. I mean, they must all be competing. So they're all competing. And they are coming to, I mean, with a smart city proposal, I don't know. The Prime Minister says, in the first round, we'll take maximum 50. It could be just 5. If the proposals are not that good, we take only 5. Maybe 10, maybe 12. But it has to be real good. And they have to compete to show that how best they can do it. And the focus is implementation, focus is on innovation, focus in how to use the finances best. I mean, all these aspects I'm going to talk to you in the next session. So a smart city is not IT. IT is just an enabler. IT is just a topping. You have to prepare the cake, and the icing on the cake is the IT. And also it has to be pan-city. I mean, one is the area base, and the second is pan-city. Let every citizen of the city, like Ajay was mentioning, everybody, I mean, he was talking on those, some of the solutions he was talking about. So everybody is also feeling this is a part of the smart city mission. That's the smart city. So with these words, sir, I would like to congratulate you once again. Sir, you are showing this Navi Mumbai, you are launching much ahead of the real launch. I mean, the cities will be selected by, I am expecting, say by middle of January, the first first group of the cities will be selected, and they are going to take up the task of a smart city. It's a real challenge, and I think this is where our country is going to, I mean, our growth, our GDP growth, when our Prime Minister says from 2 trillion to 20 trillion, it is possible only when the urban space is going to move that ahead. And that's the vision of the country, and I'm sure all of us are going to make that difference. Again, I would like to thank you, Elets and the government of Maharashtra, for giving this opportunity, and we'll have more time to interact in the next session. Thank you.